I'm holding it down with Reec.
My brother Reec.
The homie Reec, you already know, man. It's Taylor Gang, I die.
Who you with?
Reec.
Yeah. Who you with?
Who you with?
There we go. We back at it, man. I got my brother from another. Every time he comes in the studio, it is a party, man. He has dropped another project, and I'm so blessed that I got it first. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just going to tell the people I got it first.
That's what it is. That's my cousin right here. We got the same barber and everything, man. That's my man, Reec, right there.
We're not only clients, but we're family. This is my guy. Of course, as always, when we have somebody of this magnitude, we give them the biggest intro ever. We give them their flowers. My man got his biggest intro ever last time. This time, he's adding on to it.
Whoa.
Not only is he an ayahuasca champion, he is an award-winning hip-hop artist, syndicated radio host. He is just the freaking man. He's also adding prize fighter to the title, the bio.
Yeah, there was a few slots on the bingo card that need to be filmed, and there we go. Boxing.
Why not boxing? That's what I'm talking about, man. This is my guy right here, man. He's just an all-around good brother, genuine person, man, a beautiful human being, as you will. But today we kind of talking about some of the things you drop. I want to talk about the music first because I'm a fan. I actually play your stuff.
Thank you,
Nobody
brother.
has to ask me to do it. You're one of my favorite artists on Tidal, so that's why I consume music. You know what I'm saying?
And they pay artists the most, so big
Yeah.
shout out to Tidal. I know people be trying to discredit them and whatnot, but yo, Tidal be coming with it.
Right. You kind of, to me, this is me as a fan listening, right? And I'm listening to the music. I see violence. I see For the Love, right? And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, is this a yin and yang type project coming out?
Bro, you understand it.
Okay.
You get it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We can do both. We can be two people. I curse and I pray. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure some of the people that ran with Jesus, so like one of the 12 apostles,
Right.
one of them had to
I know Judas said an MF here or there.
He had to. Or whatever the biblical version
Right.
of it. Thou shalt, I don't even know. I don't want to like make a portal open up. However,
Right. Thine muckery.
Judas. Not the mockery. Clutch chest, fall
It's like
back.
in the 70s. It's a jive turkey. Like,
all of it.
Right.
Man, but that's the whole thing about Microdose. It's all about yin and yang. That's the name of the new project. It's an EP.
Yeah.
And we're microdosing the singles out. So
Nice.
For the Love and Violence are the first two offerings from that.
makes so
And
much
it's
sense
all
now.
about balance and everything. I feel like you truly can do it all, but it's all about balancing it all, man.
Right.
You can't be happy all the time. Because that's not
not
real.
real.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
You saw that with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Typically, he was for the love, but at the
Right.
Oscars, he was about the violence.
Right.
You know what I mean?
West Philly came out. I
Yeah,
understand.
you
And
know?
It happens. Last night we saw it. Dave Chappelle at his concert. Some dude attacks him. Dave Chappelle comes back out with Jamie Foxx and goes, I just had to stump backstage. I always wanted to do that. But we don't think of Dave Chappelle as somebody that's stumping somebody backstage, but you can't bring that out of somebody and expect no repercussion.
Absolutely. I think we all spend a lot of our lives bottling emotions, putting on a facade, being people that we feel like we need to be for public consumption.
I
and at the end of the day,
understand that,
we
yeah.
suffer at night because we just don't let all of it rock.
Yeah.
And Microdose is a celebration of all that energy. You want to be toxic? Be toxic. You want to be a champion for the women? Be a champion for the women.
I like it.
If you want to wild out, flip things over, do that. If you want to be loving and compassionate, do that as well. It's a celebration of all these things.
Right.
And I really feel like it's some of my most honest work that I've done because, everything else before Action Park was on mixtapes, right? And Action Park is storytelling, which was also honest, but this is kind of more so where my headspace is now
It
versus
seems very
where
connected.
Action Park was like, teenage me.
Got you. It was like, Action Park was almost like, I need to get everything out of me that I've been thinking.
Right.
Okay. And it was an Action Park. It was an amusement. It went on a roller coaster. This seems like you're very connected. It gives me a DMX feel. Because X is very connected. Even if it's something for the ladies who you talking about when he was hungry, you talking about when he's robbing. I believed it.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you said I'm going to punch somebody in the face on violence, I said, I believe it. The way you said it. And it's not like I'm promoting violence. It's not like that. It doesn't seem like a reach. It seems like this could happen if I'm provoked.
Yeah, and even really too, like when you really dig deeper, like violence is about going to war with yourself.
Yeah.
And the things that we do to ourselves that hold us back.
And how we react to things, or allow ourselves to be reactive to certain things.
Yeah, because, a lot of times, like, even like the seeds of self-doubt that we plant upon ourselves and like, the lack of support that sometimes we feel from others, it make you feel a certain way. Sometimes we're like, yo, I'm out here doing all this work. I'm no one's recognizing it. People think it's one way, but like, yo, I smile on TV because I got to smile on TV.
Right, that's not sweet, though.
But on the ride home, like, I be dealing with some things. And, in them quiet hours with the cameras at home, there's things I deal with. And there's people who are finding peace, and then sometimes also they're demons as well behind substances and things like that.
Right.
Because I've seen drugs and different psychedelics help people. Yeah. And I've seen them destroy people. Right. And sometimes, you gotta figure out how to balance it all so you can really truly be the best version of yourself.
Right. Man, that's a bar right there, bro. I appreciate that right there. And
he has an actual button.
It is, yes. This is a hype button. We actually have the hype button.
I love it.
Like, yeah. So, man, it's and courtesy of Red Bull. Shout out to them. But, man, I just appreciate this type of work. Because it's something you can listen to. I'm connected to it because I feel like that sometimes. Like, all right, I'm doing all this stuff. I want to be recognized because we're doing it to grow, to prosper and all that. But you also want people to be like, yeah, that's dope, man. Maybe I can, give you a relay or throw you an alley-oop on something. And when that don't happen, you're like, all right, cool. I'm going to put you in a headlock.
Right. No, I get it because, like, it especially this business. This is one of the most selfish businesses that I feel like we've ever both participated in because some people always have that alley-oop energy. Like, how can I help you achieve and get to the next level?
Absolutely.
Let me put you down with something. And some people feel like everybody's their competition.
And if you win, I can't, which I don't get.
There's so many platforms. And there's literally enough room for everybody. Even in the podcast space, because whatever you're talking about, there's probably somebody else talking about it, but not the way you are. Right. And there's so many things that could be, these people baffle me sometimes.
I definitely understand that, bro. So as you microdosing us, as a consumer, as a person that wants to listen to the music, I'm pissed because I'm like, I'm only getting 2 songs at a time, but I'm also feeling like those good 90s, early 2000s where I gotta wait for a release. I'm excited about it. Are you building this anticipation on purpose?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I'm getting ready for an event that I'm sure we'll talk about in a little bit, right?
I feel like you had the perfect song to walk out to.
Yeah, so when I was in the studio with Higgy Beats and that beat came on through the speakers, I'm like, yo, I don't even know what's going on right now, but this is the first song on the project.
She's crazy.
I didn't even know what I was calling the project at the time. Me and my manager Polly ticked on it, and she was like, yo, like, I think she would probably take the credit for coming up with the name Microdose. I think. Okay. Because I was saying it a lot at the time. So I'll tip my hat to give her that. But I was like, whatever this project is, this is the first song on it. And then I started just like penning some things down, and it came together dope. And then like Higgy Beats also produced another record on there called Sumo, which is just outlandish. Wow. Okay. It's either going to be like one of the biggest records of my career or like one of the weirdest moments of my career. Yo,
I get it.
It's an outlandish song. Okay. It is so outlandish, but when you like see what I'm Trojan horsing through there, you'll get it.
It's almost like one of those Busta Rhymes or Missy type situations where they're like so far on the creative side, but I got messages in here. You just got to listen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like it's not like abstract and all over the place, but it's just very blunt force. Like the hook, because you be vibing to it, then the hook come on and be like, yo, what did you just say? You know what I'm saying? So
now I'm ready to hear this song.
I can't wait for people to hear Sumo and also see the cool little visuals that we put together for it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to be able to drop this whole project on everybody by midsummer. Okay. Because everything's in a bag, man. Zaytoven produced the record on there.
Shout out to Zay. Okay.
Also got production from my man Polly Rob and the Local Astronauts. Oh, okay. And he got 2 records on there. I got Kay Valentine from Chicago, who's a ferocious beast. My man Marty, who was on All the Way Lit. Yeah. Trav from the Bodega Brothers, just naming a few.
Okay, so it sounds like we're gonna get a nice mixture. And oh man, I'm ready for this record to drop, bro. The whole
Me too.
Right. Okay, July-ish, sounding like maybe.
You know, that's a safe thing to say. At least by July you'll at least have 4 records.
That's what my birthday is. Shout out
Happy
to
birthday, early.
Microdose the whole dose for my birthday. That's what's
up. Man, take it all in, man. And it's cool music to ride to. I think the perfect gym album, especially if you're lazy, because you'll be in and out in 30 minutes. And if you put together a super playlist, you can let that roll right into Action Park. You know what I mean? And you can stay a little longer.
All right, that's what's up, man. Right now on the radio side, we got Headkrack in the building. We kind of talking about his new project. respect, but I also want to talk about this new venture.
Yeah.
Man, I see like you're getting swole on your boy. I see what's going on now. So you're fighting.
Yeah.
How did this come about? Did somebody prank call you, or you thought it was and you hung up on them?
Nah, not at all. So, Reece, let me tell you. So, celebrity boxing has been a thing for a minute, right? If you rewind back, I'd even go as far as say like 18, 19 years ago. Fox used to show celebrity boxing like on Sundays, but it wasn't like every week. It was like a special event kind of thing. And I remember watching one thing where it was like Todd Bridges versus like Rorschach from What's Happening Now. I think Danny Bonaducci fought Screech from Saved by the Bell.
I remember that. And then MTV did the claymation thing. And
a celebrity death match.
And everybody wanted to actually see these real matches, though.
Yeah, so like those worlds kind of collided, and like there was multiple events that took place, and then it took a little bit of a hiatus, and then I started seeing these things pop back up. So when I saw like Lamar Odom's fighting Aaron Carter, and then I saw like Paul Maggiani fight like just some dude off the radio in New York, I'm like, oh, I want in.
Yeah.
So
okay, so I get it.
So from the standpoint though of like I wanted to fight like another radio media personality, even a rapper for that matter, and nobody wanted to do it.
Nobody wanted to smoke.
Yeah, like nobody wanted to smoke because some people say because they smoke too much.
Yeah, I get
Some
it.
people say, nah, I got stuff to do later. Like all types of stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, then just trying to scan, who, and it was coming up with nothing.
Right.
So, you know, Damon Felder, one of the guys who puts together celebrity boxing events, like, yo, what about Baby Slice? You know, Kimbo Slice's kid. And I'm like, yeah, I think he does this for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually
like,
a fighter, though.
Yeah, like, I could have sworn I saw him with MMA.
Right. You can't put Lamar Odom with Aaron Carter, but you want me to fight Kimbo Slice's kid that fights.
Yeah, but, you know, at the end of the day, like, what is the most non-B-made thing to do?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like really like push yourself to the limit.
Yeah.
And really go for it.
Forced to take it serious.
Yeah, get forced to take it serious, get in incredible shape in the process. Like I feel a lot lighter.
I hate that we have a live chat sometime going. Somebody was like, why not, is he fighting Benzino? So I'm like,
a lot of people was like, yo, you should also do that fight as well. I didn't say this, but I saw somebody said that Benzino looks like a Ninja Turtle with the shell off. That was very disrespectful.
It did. Somebody else said he looked like one of the fighters. I can't remember exactly which one, but one of the fighters. I think it's the guy after you fight Glass Joe on Mike Tyson Punch Out. So
after Glass Joe, you said this at Benzino looks like
I
that guy?
think it was, yeah.
I'll say so after Glass Joe, because he's the first guy. Then it's like I think Don Flamenco,
Don Flamenco.
Piston
It wasn't-
Honda's
it had to be
third,
the other dude.
Von Kaiser.
It might have been him.
I think we took a Von
because
Kaiser.
of the pixelation. I believe that's what it was. He
I
didn't
still
really
play
have,
him.
you know, he had more shoulder action. So I get it.
Oh, he definitely talking
Yeah.
Von Kaiser.
Yep.
He definitely or bald. Yeah, Von Kaiser. I think he's talking about Von Kaiser.
Yep, that was it.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Benzino's gonna bulldoze through Aaron Carter.
Yeah, I think so.
Who looks like he's fighting for drugs.
Yeah,
Aaron Carter does.
it looks like he's supporting something.
Yeah. But I wish them both the best of luck. So yeah, been getting in the gym. Shout out to my coach Pepper from Pepper Boxing.
Okay.
Getting the cardio together, getting the combo, and like the hardest part for me is really just getting in there doing the sparring too.
Yeah.
And
it's different.
Yo, like
3 minutes in the ring seems like an eternity.
bro, since you've been 30, when's the last time you've been punched in your face?
It's been a minute. It's
Yo.
been a minute.
Man, it's like the alarm clock going off. Like, whoa, what did I sign up
I'm
for?
really doing this? Like,
But then when you realize that you can't die, or like, you know, that you could take these punches, you're like, ooh,
okay.
let's keep it going.
I got you.
So once you get over that initial fear, everything else, you just eat that up.
Got you.
And then you're starting to get your breath control together, and then like, you know, that lack of panic.
Yeah.
Because the first thing a lot of people do when they go in the ring, because like, oh my God, it's real.
Yeah.
They start breathing crazy.
Yeah, adrenaline's
And-
going crazy, and then you lose your composure and you run out of breath.
And I've had those days in the ring. There's been days where I've jumped in a ring to spar, and you know, you kind of let your nerves get the best of you, and you just start breathing through your ears.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're going to get it, oxygen any way I can get it to you.
right. Like, it's like, yo, it's coming through the belly button now. You know, like all types of stuff. But then once you get the mastery and control, and it only comes with repetition.
Yeah.
Then you get the hang of it. And like these last few sparring sessions, I really feel like I've truly started to get the hang of it. Because I've always had like the brute force.
Yeah.
Like just the ability to punch and even I guess take a punch. But then we start putting it together and learning how to actual box. Because you could fight.
Yeah,
But
it's
not
different.
everybody know how to box.
It's different.
And vice versa.
Yeah, it's there. And I think that's why early on them Tyson fights was so short. Because they knew he could fight. They knew he could punch. We didn't know if he could box. and nobody really found out.
Well, you know, and the crazy thing is, like, he has like this overall narrative of all his fights being like 62 seconds.
Yeah.
However, there was a few of his fights that went the distance,
Yeah.
but it was always those first 3 rounds that would just be so explosive.
Right.
He had so many first like 5 round or first 3 round knockouts that
That's
it was
fact.
just amazing.
Right.
And
That's what stuck with us.
yeah, it
Right.
definitely stuck with us. And you definitely, like, as a fighter, if you have the skill set and the ability to get a guy up and out of there quickly,
let's do it.
Please do that.
Right.
Because
Right. You're gonna get the same check.
Yo, bro, I did some sparring the other day where I sparred for 3 rounds, 5 rounds, 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And I thought I was done for the day. And then someone new walked into the gym and the coach was like, "Yo,
Let's get some work."
You want to spar with Headkrack?" I'm like, "Yo."
Come on, bro.
But but I hung in there.
Yeah.
And the other guy that they brought in there, he was quick, he was moving, because he's fresh. He was
Right.
fresh off the bench. But it was just dope to get that second look, because everybody fight different.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so
that's
when
true.
you get used to anybody who's like looking to pursue this, man, like if you can get as many different sparring partners
Some
as you
variety,
can,
yeah.
just so you can know how it is to fight a southpaw, orthodox person,
Yeah.
somebody who's 6'2", somebody who's 5'8", all that stuff, you become a more well-versed boxer, man. So I'm excited about it. Also, can't wait till it's over.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. I feel you on that. And this is going down to South Florida, but it's also pay-per-view. So we
Yeah,
there
you
to
can
buy.
download the Fight TV app and check it out. And the card is getting stacked. I heard they
Yeah.
just added Black China. They
Yeah, I just saw that. She was like, she's having the same issue you was having. Nobody wanted to smoke, but she's trying to figure out who. Did she get a person yet?
Nah, but
think
she'd
so.
probably go after Caitlyn Jenner or somebody
That makes
else.
sense. That
you
makes
know.
a lot
I
of
feel like
sense.
Kate would do it.
I feel like it.
Yeah, they both need the money. But yeah, I mean, I just love what they created over there.
Yeah.
Shout out to my manager for connecting the dots. Shout out to Bitcoin Rodney
That's
for
what's up.
for bringing a different energy to it, and Damon Felder for being a mastermind, behind the whole thing and keeping it rocking for all these years. Because even beyond this one, there's some dope things coming down the pipeline. I definitely can see it.
I definitely can too, man. I like that because they kind of brought the excitement back to boxing. I know it's always going to be the purists that's like, man, I want to see boxing. Well, watch boxing. This is boxing, but it's going to bring people that have fan bases to the situation. People that have a following to it. Yeah.
Because we used to always do those theoreticals. You know?
Absolutely.
Like, do you ever just be like, yo, what happened if LL Cool J got into a fight with blah, blah, blah?
Right.
Like, we used to always do those things. Now we're in a space and place where some of this stuff can happen.
Right.
Because I don't know if you remember, if you're nerdy about it like I am, but I remember there was a boxing tournament. Let's go back to like maybe 89.
Okay.
And it was like Willie D,
Okay.
Melly Mel. I want to say K Solo was involved. Don't hold me to that, but it was like a legit like hip hop boxing league.
Right. And this was before people were embarrassed about getting knocked out. We just wanted to see who was the best, and it's a competitive sport.
If you had to guesstimate based off of some of the people I named,
Right.
who got busy? Who would you think got busy?
I would say Melly Mel got like
Muscle-wise,
yeah.
Yo, good, but Willie D was like a trained boxer.
Yeah,
Yo,
so I can get it.
You can look it up on YouTube, like Willie D, like
He was getting busy.
beat the brakes off of Melly Mel, and I was
crazy.
like, damn,
Yeah,
because I
that's
read
crazy.
about
Yeah.
it as a kid, but it wasn't until years later that I saw the videotape,
Right.
and I'm like, damn, like Willie D, like could have boxed
Yeah.
outside of being in the Ghetto Boys.
Right, that's crazy. So yeah, man, and that's what I love about now. It's like we have the ability to pursue different passions, right? And then it can actually be not maybe a career, but it can be lucrative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just a one-off thing. It's not just a bragging rights thing. You can go do this, get a check for it, and still like pursue something that you were thinking about.
Yeah, you just gotta kind of just know when like it's 2 a.m. at the club or not. You know, for me
get
in
it.
boxing, I feel like it's like 12 a.m. at the club. Like there's
Okay.
still life here. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we're rocking out, but
Right.
like
Okay.
I'm not gonna go from this to skateboarding.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
I'm not about to be a pro surfer.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right. I get
You
it.
know,
I can
like-
do this.
Yeah.
But no, you're not gonna catch me at the hula hoop championships. No.
Yeah, unless it's the arm joint.
I get it. I get it. So you got lanes, and that's a good thing is to give people a perspective. I got lanes and I got some boundaries. I'm not trying to pass, but I
Right.
can still do these different things.
And you got to personally know your limits.
Yeah,
You know, and
'Cause
I
you
feel
got a lot going on.
a lot.
Yeah, a lot going on.
That's why I wanted somebody who was just encumbered as I was
Okay.
initially as an opponent. But it's
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. There's some things I'm gonna have to just stop doing for a while so I can focus, more solely on this. And here we are.
That's what's up, man. That's definitely something to hit the bell for that. I remember us talking not too long ago, and I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, but I remember us talking not too long ago, and you was like, yo, where you train at? Because you saw, I think you might have saw a post I put up a boxing, and you was like, yo, I'm trying to find a gym, and we talked about a couple gyms, and now for you to be doing this, I'm like, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah, man, like, it's crazy how the universe brings things into your eye line just so you can wrap your brain around it and then big it up, man. But but there's a lot of dope gyms all around the country, even if you just want to get your cardio together. Because I tell rappers all the time, I think the best cardio you could possibly do as an MC, boxing cardio, because you never know what's gonna pop off, right?
That's
and
true,
then
too.
also tennis, racquetball, because all that moving back and forth, it really helps with your breath control. So when I see artists like who have big records who are rapping over their vocals, I get wildly annoyed because it's like, yo, man, get in shape.
But I think you're getting annoyed for a couple of reasons. You take hip hop serious.
I do.
And you have TV tracks. You have, you know what I'm saying, show tracks.
Right.
So when you see an artist has popped off, it's like, bro, do the real work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. I also like that you're publicly boxing. So now artists have to have a different energy when they come in the studio. Have you caught that?
I haven't caught that, because not a lot of people have come through.
Come crazy,
you
bro,
know what I
yeah.
mean? But like, it does put you in a space or place where you feel like you have to put up with less.
Yeah.
Because like before, it's like, you know what, I had to keep it peaceful, keep it namaste. And I'm just at a point in my life. I think it has nothing to do with boxing. Like I feel like I was on my way there to where like I don't necessarily care with being everybody's friend anymore. Sometimes the answer is and will be no.
Yeah.
And you just got to have to deal with it.
Right.
And most people won't want to deal with it.
Right.
In any way other than conversationally or behind your back.
That's
so,
true, yeah.
You know, so like it just puts you in a space where you could be more confident being real with yourself to where like, you know, I could beat you up in 17 seconds versus a minute and a half.
Right.
Because like the crazy thing is like when you think about
tussling.
when you think about old fights that you used to have, you would think it was like Rocky 3 level, right? Like, yo, yeah, we fought at 3 o'clock for 72 minutes.
Then
So
you
it's
look
like,
back
nah.
and it was like 4 minutes, maybe
47 seconds.
Right,
at that.
really, right.
You know what I'm saying? Time moves slow when you really fighting for
That's
real.
true.
But I mean, at the end of the day, truly, I'm a man of peace. But you know, I'm here to also defend myself if I ever came to it. But hopefully, it don't come to that, man. Like you know, like your mom said, use your words.
There we go. What is boxing? Because I know the ayahuasca trip gave you a different perspective on life, opened you up to different, I guess, aspects of yourself, right? And family structure, work, everything. Now, boxing, I know sometimes can do the same thing, or any physical activity. Were you learning a defense or offense, right? Gives you also a different level of self-control or self-respect or respect for what life is. Has it done anything for you like that?
And I think the biggest lessons I've learned recently is control yourself. You know, because a lot of times, you know, even like, you know, back when you was younger, man, like, you know, somebody hit you in the face or whatever, you get mad. And like, you know, you're trying to like, you know, literally put your arm through that person, right? And even like sometimes when I would be sparring and like, you know, somebody tap me, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm trying to like,
Right, all right, cool. I'm about to
eat
get
your
this over
heart.
with. Right.
And then you do something crazy and you leave yourself exposed to like more attacks. So just controlling yourself in a situation. I know a lot of times when somebody do something that you don't necessarily rock with, even in a business setting or even a family setting, you want to pop it off and flip the table right then. But sometimes it's just cooler to just walk away in the moment,
Long game.
assess it, and then come back calm.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the second that you let somebody trigger you in such a way to where you outside yourself, they now own you.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
So you really truly got to own and control the situation. And I think boxing has taught me a little bit more of that. I mean, I feel like I was always on that path because like I could be mad about something and I'm not like crushing a can or anything. But it's just like, all right, let me think about this and come back and reapproach it later. Or you're like, okay, cool, I know how you feel about that. I'm gonna let you hang yourself with that.
Got you. But now physically you're able to do the same things while you're moving in the motion.
Yeah, I think you just put a little bit more of a fresh coat of paint on it. Because like, you know, we're from the same neck of the country.
Right.
We used to fight. It was just a rite of passage. It used to be a thing.
It happens.
But you know, but since you get into the business, you come to the realization that there ain't no money in popping it off in the corporate space.
A lot of people aren't cut from that cloth, so it actually frightens them to know that they can't be, I'm not speaking to anybody specifically, but they can't be shady and not catch a repercussion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, I can't give this person an opportunity because if I plan on being shady, then I might catch a fade.
Absolutely, man.
Right.
Be fair and just in all your ways, and and just as a man, everybody should know at some level how to defend themselves. That doesn't involve a weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely, man. Appreciate you, bro, for real.
Yo, appreciate you, my G. And y'all are watching this in a visual, hopefully 4K experience. But when I look at what my man Reec has built here, it just brings pure joy to my heart because I know how hard my man worked.
Appreciate
my
it.
man Reec is a man of the people. He's always in the streets doing a community initiative, trying to help people that he don't even know be better versions of themselves and get the things that they need, man. So when I come in and damn, because I was impressed at the last setup.
I appreciate it.
And you've even grown and built from there, man. So just to see where this is at, where it's going to go, and all the people will be able to benefit, man. I'm happy to know you, cuz.
Appreciate it, dog.
For real.
It's gonna make me cry here. I wasn't trying to cut no onions, man. Shout out to Pops too, definitely, man. I appreciate you, bro, for coming through. I know you super busy. We can't wait for this fight. We can't wait for all the doses to drop. You know what I'm saying?
Next couple drops coming soon, man. But for right now, Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Violence for the Love is streaming right now. It costs you no money. Only thing it costs you is time. And I think if you give me the little 6 minutes or whatever that it takes to listen to both songs.
5 minutes and 44 seconds, I believe, to listen to both songs.
My brother.
I rock with them too. I'm telling you, when I heard Violence, I was like, oh, I get it. And then I heard For the Love, I was like, I really get it. Because it's people are not one layer.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Multi-layered cake. Will Smith was, for the longest time, the poster boy of peace.
Right.
Until he showed you the violent side of the pillow.
Right.
And I feel like we all have that in there, but, balance it out. Because sometimes you got to be the lion, sometimes you got to be the lamb.
Yep. That's
It's a time and place for each animal, man. So both of y'all thrive and prosper.
That's what's up, man. We're going to catch my man, too, in that ring. Definitely got, I'm placing my bets on you, bro. No added pressure. You know what I'm saying?
There's no pressure at all, because at the end of the day, man, brothers, we all bleed the same, and we coming in with the same intensity, and I'm taking it so serious.
Yeah.
Because some people be like, No, and I'm like,
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I want to prove a point here.
Yeah,
Like,
man, I gotta go work out later today because I take it serious.
Dope, man. Dope human being. Make sure y'all check him out across any platform that he's on. Support this brother. This is one of the people we got to protect at all costs, man. Always genuine, always a dope person. And I apologize for sending you random TikToks from here and there. I just saw that Jaguars get lit off ayahuasca, and I felt like I wanted to share that with you.
Somehow I didn't see that one, so I got to figure out what's up with that because I'm all about it, man. So yeah, shout out to the Jaguars getting lit off of ayahuasca.
And they said they do it on purpose. That was the crazy part. I was like, oh, wow, okay.
Yo, animals are way smarter than we give them credit for being.
Really, really are, man.
Real talk.
That's what's up. Appreciate it, man. Make sure that y'all download it, listen to it, stream it on Tidal. I'm going to say that. They're not paying me to say that, but they pay artists better than most. You know what I'm saying? So check it out right there. Keep requesting it at whatever station that you close to. Can I get the clean version so we can bump it?
Clean version coming. I'm going to make sure you get the service pack. I'll email it to you today, bro.
Go. Microdose. There it is. Headkrack in the building. Your boy Reec. We up. Out of here.